D+D PC.
Hi everyone, and welcome to D+D PC. This is part 2 of the Steam Machine at Home series, and today we'll be focusing on a more power-focused build instead of...
It's like the cheapest one we could make last time, right? This time we're trying to approximate basically what we think the Steam Machine is going to game like in terms of its components and its size and form factor. This time we are using a really special case. This is kind of the star of the show, is the Johnsbow C6 mini case. This is an ATX or MATX case that can also do ITX. And what's really cool about it is these panels all pop off all around the case, making it very, very easy to work with. All of them just pop, pop, pop. And we love that. For this size and form factor, it's amazing to work in. The build itself is going to be an AM5 build. This is a Ryzen 5 9600X, 1 terabyte NVMe. This is 16 gigabytes of DDR5 6000 RAM, which we know is incredibly expensive and is getting more expensive all the time. That's why this is the same kit that we've used now 3 times in a row. We're not trying to buy any more of this either. This is kind of our testing kit. And we've got the other star of the show, which is a RTX 4060 Solo, which is from Zotac. It's very, very tiny, ITX build friendly RTX 4060 card, which is going to do a great job of fitting in this case and providing us room for cooling and cable management. And because it's so much beefier than our 4300G and RX 6600 build that we did last time, we're expecting a lot more performance and a lot more fun out of this thing, right?
Yeah, hopefully this will run Marvel Rivals without it crashing like 5 times.
Yeah, I bet you can't wait to put this on the projector, right?
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. And we'll do a couple of different kind of iterations of this. We're going to do some benchmarking on Windows and just see what it behaves like as a normal gaming PC. And then we'll be doing the benchmarking on Bazite OS, which is a Linux distro that's very, very similar to Steam OS and should give us a really good idea of what it's like to do big screen gaming with a PC like this on Linux. So stick with us. We'll give you some information as we go as to the exact parts that we used in case you're interested in trying this at home. Valve, we spelled it different. It's Steam Machine. Please don't sue us. You're not Nintendo. You're better than that. You can let this one go, right? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, stick around for Steam Machine at Home Part 2. Let's test this thing. All right, time for Steam Machine Round 2 with the upgraded Steam Machine. Excited to do some projector gaming?
Yeah, I'm really excited to play Marvel Rivals. That's what I'm going to play next because I really enjoy playing as Squirrel Girl and I want to try to get MVP.
All right, let's see how this thing goes. And we are back. So we've had an opportunity to game on our new and improved Steam machine that we built at home. Not the official Steam machine, but using Bazzite, we can get a pretty good idea of how this will run because it's very similar to the Steam Deck. And we did notice things like, you know, some improved visuals. It ran smoother with better hardware. And I think it gives us a better idea of what Valve is going for, as long as the sort of finished Steam machine is similar to what we're seeing on Steam Deck. What was your experience playing with this thing on the projector?
It was really nice. It ran pretty smoothly for most games that I played. There weren't many problems with like any frame delay or anything. Like the frames per second could go pretty good as well. There were a few problems, but not too many. It was more just for a rhythm game that I played. It did have some problems because it's very particular on when exactly you press the notes, when exactly you hit the button. So that was the only problem I really noticed, besides just some, like, very beginning of the gameplay, there were a little bit of issues, and with some games not being able to be played on there at all.
Yeah, I mean, loading shaders can be an issue when you first launch a game. And honestly, there could have been some input delay based on the fact that we were using a projector, and that does cause some input delay. Also, some games just don't work on SteamOS. They don't work on Linux. You need easy anti-cheat. And so games like Call of Duty, games like Fortnite, you just can't run them on this machine. Not now. I mean, in the future, there might be workarounds. There may be some kind of kernel level stuff that they do in Linux to make it work. But as of right now, you're going to have to sacrifice some of the most popular games if this is the way you want to go with your living room PC. That said, this was a blast. It looked good. The games that ran really well. And it's really smooth. You can put this thing to sleep. You can just press one button on the controller to wake it up. So it feels much more like you're playing on a PlayStation or Xbox. And you can get it in a really small form factor and still make it look nice. So I think this is a worthwhile experiment, but I don't know if this is for us. We still have sort of one more thing to try out, right? Maybe we try a different way of gaming on Windows. So right now, there is an available version of the Windows handheld OS, what they're using on the ROG Ally Xbox handheld consoles. And we're going to maybe try to load that on our next machine. I mean, we're pretty much ready to go with our next mini PC, which is more or less going to look like a VCR. It'd be good for putting under the TV. Do you know what a VCR is?
Vaguely.
Yeah, they're in museums. It's great. Boy, I feel old. Anyway, so I think we're going to try using that sort of mobile Windows and see if that's what we need. If that's going to be more of a sort of like a living room gaming experience, as opposed to trying to make Steam work in some places where it's just not ready to work yet. But that'll be our next video, exploring that sort of Windows handheld environment on a living room PC. And then we'll have some kind of a roundup, and then you can make your mind up. We'll give you all the information we can and some guides on what you could do in terms of hardware. But ultimately, as the consumer, it's got to work for you. So thanks for taking the time to watch part 2 of Steam Machine at Home. I've been Dad.
And I'm Daughter.
Thanks for watching.